Welcome, welcome, welcome. Looks like I am live. I am in the car. Thank you all for joining my scope. Thank you for the replay viewers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Magdalene Harvey, and I am going to be scoping tonight about the 5 stages of group development or team development for a project manager. Very, very, very important concept. It's important for the project manager because it helps the project manager ensure that they're not intimidated or frustrated when their team, when their group, when their project team, when they're not getting along, or when certain results is just not happening on the project as the project manager expects. So thank you for joining. Thank you for joining, Demetrius. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for hearting it up. And for my replay viewers, you can push those hearts as well. I love the hearts. Show me the love. Show me the love. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And share this broadcast, please. Swipe up if you're an Android user. Share it. You can share on Twitter. And if your Twitter is connected to LinkedIn like mine, it will go out to LinkedIn as well. Copy and paste the link and you can paste it in your Facebook. Also share with your followers. Welcome, Big 2181, Adia Patterson. Welcome to all my Scope School buddies. Welcome, 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 welcome. So I've been scoping literally every day this week, and it has been awesome. Welcome, 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 welcome to my scope. Please share with your followers. Share, and heart it up. You will definitely need Scope School. Yes, ducking bricks. Welcome, House Hustler. Thank you for joining my scope. I would like you all to take notes because this is going to be some really pertinent, heavy information that I'm going to give out, okay? It's going to be good for you if you are a project manager, even if you're just managing something that may not be a project in a corporate world, but if you're putting together an event, if you're pulling together a group of masterminds to get something done, you have to understand that when you bring in a group of people together, there are certain stages that people are going to fall in, and you have to understand those stages. What those stages do for you, it helps you to use your interpersonal skills so you can convert the negative into a positive. Also, so you can get your team to the point where they're producing results. And as quickly as you can determine that, please do. And for those of you, if there's anyone that want to scribe, go ahead and take notes. Now, the 5 stages of team development. When teams first come together, it's called the forming stage. And I know that makes sense, the forming stage. The forming stage is when everyone excited. They're very excited. They want to talk about their expertise. They're looking for the challenge. They're excited to be in a mastermind full of people who are like-minded. So what typically happens when you pick people that are on the team to work on a project, or when people are coming together initially, they're very excited about the challenge, but they don't really know each other. And especially when you have the people who know what they're doing. When they join that team, they're excited and they're ready to get going. So they do the introductions and they're ready for that challenge. So the first step, they form. All right, now, once the team forms, especially if you have a group of experts, the second step is the storming stage. Heart it up, heart it up, heart it up. The storming stage, just like the word sounds, storm, this is when there's usually a little bit of conflict. As a project manager and as a leader, I should not be intimidated by conflict because conflict is necessary when you have a team because all ideas are competing for consideration. If I'm overzealous and I'm very excited and I'm very excited about doing the project and I know my expertise is needed, then I'm going to be extremely confident in the value that I bring and the way that I accomplish value. So will the other 4, 5 to 8 to 20 people that are on the team. So you're going to have somewhat of a conflict. And what we mean by that, this is a storm stage when the ideas are competing for consideration. Hey, it works if we do it this way. Everybody's thinking in their own silo, thinking their way is the best way and the only way. So as a project manager, you have to understand that. After the storming stage, the team starts to norm out a little bit. So there's some negotiation. There's some, okay, I can see things your way. So I start to adjust my behavior, and I start to trust that there are others that are just as experienced, just as overzealous, just as excited, and just as powerful and efficient as I am. So I may adjust my behavior so we can start working as a team. And that is called the norming stage. After the norming stage, we can all start performing. We can start producing results. So the team starts to produce results. Once the team starts to produce results, then they adjourn. So there's 5 stages. And for those of you who are thinking about this, watching the scope, who's taking the project management or the PMP exam, the 5 stages of team development are important, and you're actually tested on that on the PMP exam. The first stage, again, is forming. The second stage is the storm. The third stage is when we start to norm out. The fourth stage is when we're actually performing. And the fifth stage, we are adjourning. So here's the other thing that a project manager needs to look out for. What if the storm never happens in your stages? Someone's being fake, someone's being phony, and they're not putting their output in. All right, because usually when you're experienced and you put in your output, there's going to be a storm. There's going to be somewhat of a conflict, and not necessarily a negative conflict, but it's going to be an idea that's competing for consideration because you have several other people. Unless you are a one-person project manager and you're a one-person team, that's when you don't have conflict. But some people have conflict with themselves. So it's totally amazing. So I'll tell you a good story about how this is applied. I decided one time that I was going to actually do a block party in our community, in our neighborhood, because on my street, me and all my neighbors, we get along well. We love each other. We play kickball. I have 6 kids. They have a number of children, and our children play together, so we have a ball. And I thought this would be great if we got the other streets and the other areas in our community involved. And we did a huge block party and everybody celebrated. And so my husband was like, yeah, Miss Project Manager, let's do that. All right. When I started initiating the communications to try to pull a team of people together so that we could actually do this project, everybody was excited on day one. They were all excited, talking about the things we should do and how we probably should have been doing this all along. And in doing that, we were all excited. 3 meetings later, it was a big blow up. It was a big storm. I mean, people who were so passionate about this is the way we should do it. This is the way we work were in a storm. And I sat there excited as a project manager because what I know, because there's a storm, eventually we're going to start producing results because everybody's excited about doing this project. Heart that up, hit those hearts, hit those hearts, share, hit those hearts. I was so excited, and I let them probably get into this conflict and this battle for about 15 minutes. I clapped my hands and I said, I am so excited for you. I'm so excited that you guys are so passionate, and I feel your passion. And I, as a facilitator, started listening to the things that they were saying, and I started showing them, you're all talking about the same thing. You're in the front of the car, you're on the side of the car, you're in the back of the car. We're all talking about the same thing. So yes, and I found the different areas where people fit based on their passion and their expertise. And I told them, yes, go ahead. This is what you need to do. Thank you for that, Demetrius. Thank you for scribing. Okay, so if you want more information about project management, please, how could you get started in project management? Oh, a great question. Project management is an actual job title. So to get started, what you want to do, you could go on dice.com, or you could go on, I forgot the name of it, indeed.com, and start looking up project management. Just type it in the search, and you will start to see jobs and companies that are hiring project managers. Now, I would like for you to email me your resume. My email address is my first name backward, which is enilagam, ENILAGAM, @gmail.com. Go ahead and shoot me an email with your resume. Let me take a look at it and see what your experience has been in the past, because we probably have to make that happy merge if you have the experience but it's not listed on your resume. I've converted, I joke about this, I turned out pimps. People who finish my class, they go take the certification exam. It's PMP. So my email address is enilagam@gmail.com. Go ahead and email me your resume. I actually have a lot of companies that come to me that's looking to hire project managers. And if you're not experienced in the field, I can help you get started. All right, we'll help you get started. We'll do a series of conference calls, and it's free, so it doesn't cost you anything. I have a program called Magnify when I help to convert people who are interested in becoming project managers into the field. So it's a lot that kind of goes into the training and the development and the mindset, but the main thing you need to be able to do is get things done, and you have to have confidence. So we have to see where you are. Yes, please email me, and thank you, Big 2181. What is your real name and where are you coming in from? What city, state? Lenny. Okay, welcome, Lenny. Thank you. Pennsylvania. All right. I don't teach that far up north anymore, but I teach in Louisiana, Georgia, Alabama, all of the southern states. Okay, thank you for joining, Darcy. I'm actually getting ready to end the scope, but please share the scope with all your friends, all your family. Share it on your Twitter, share it in your Facebook, copy and paste the link. Also, heart it up. Yes, take a trip to Atlanta. I'm telling you, I turn out pimps. When you take my class, it is very intense. It's a 4-day, extremely intensive boot camp. But after you take that class, I prepare you to take and pass that test. And I also give you the tools that you need to get through an interview. And I recommend you to my network. Okay? So please shoot me that email over the weekend, and I look forward to speaking with you. Anyone else wanting any more information about project management, feel free to email me. I am working on a website. Hi, Super Coach. You're in Atlanta? All right, we're going to definitely have to meet up. Are you going to Paracon? All right. I will definitely be at my email address is my first name backwards. So it's enilagam@gmail.com. enilagam@gmail.com. And it's my first name backward. My name is Magaline Harvey. And thank you so much for joining my scope. For my replay viewers, still heart it up. I gave you some real meaty information. And I'll be doing another scope here in about another hour. Okay? So if you guys want to rejoin me in an hour, I'll be back, and I'm going to talk about some more things. The things that I'm going to talk about when I come back. I just did the stages of team development, how teams come together. And what I'm going to talk about when I come back is how to deal with conflict management. How do you use your interpersonal skills and your emotional intelligence to convert the conflicts and the confusion that happen in projects? How do you do that? So I'm going to do that in about another hour, okay? So just rejoin me in another hour. Thank you.